This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of Thursday, February 8th, 2024. I'm Alex Brown. Visitor spending in Clark and Floyd counties totaled nearly $510 million in 2022, up 23% from the previous year. That's according to a new report from Maryland-based market research firm Rockport Analytics. So tourism executive director Jim Epperson says the spending numbers go beyond just the typical leisure trip.
It includes youth sports tournaments. It includes business travel and meetings and conferences and conventions and affinity groups. We're very active in the senior motor coach tour market, and we've seen growth in all of those market segments.
The report showed the record spending generated $285 million for the local economy. The Indiana State Department of Agriculture is looking for Indiana snack and confectionery companies to be spotlighted during the 2024 Sweets and Snacks Expo. The department is hosting an Indiana Pavilion at the expo, which takes place May 14th through the 16th at the Indiana Convention Center in downtown Indianapolis. State officials in Louisiana are continuing discussions of a possible $2.5 billion sale of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Louisiana, a not-for-profit health insurer used by nearly half of the state's residents. A legislative committee held a nearly 8-hour meeting Monday to consider the proposed sale to Indianapolis-based Elevance Health, though a decision was not made. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Whether it's a new hire or a noteworthy promotion, IIB's Bigwigs and New Gigs serves as a platform to promote your team. Our revamped offering includes being featured on both the newly redesigned newsletter and at InsideIndianaBusiness.com. Subscribers to the Business News subscription save $10 off every listing, plus you can save $100 by bundling your submission to IIB with the Indianapolis Business Journal or the Indiana Lawyer. More at InsideIndianaBusiness.com.
One South Bend business leader is leading an organization to bolster the efforts of minority and women-owned small businesses while supporting several initiatives to make the city and region a better place to live. CDFI-friendly South Bend Executive Director Sam Centellis said a communal approach is key to economic success.
We know that for a vibrant community requires everybody to thrive. Right. So and those are things that we say a lot with CDFI friendly. You probably heard me use a couple of those words already. And so I think about that because that's got to be a core part of how you interact in the space, because it impacts us the other spaces that you're either in partially or that you're not in. Right. So that way you're a clear collaborator. And so from that community development standpoint, it is coming from what is the system change we want to see, but also how do we empower. It can't always, the job can't be what are people's problems and I'm going to go handle them, right? We want to empower people to help them handle their own problems. So part of it's creating a structure that gets the community engaged and helping to change the thing that they want to see.
You can read the full Q&A from our South Bend Elkhart Region Report newsletter at InsideIndianaBusiness.com. The Indiana University Kelley School of Business once again ranks at the top of U.S. News & World Report's annual ranking of the best online MBA programs. The top 250 schools in this year's ranking also include Ball State University, Valparaiso University, the University of Southern Indiana, Butler University, and Indiana State University. The publication compiled its ranking based on 5 key categories: engagement, peer assessment, faculty credentials and training, student excellence, and services and technologies. Anderson University President John Pistole is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.